The opening of Jesus Christ's tomb is an event that sparks curiosity and fascination in people worldwide. This video will explore the first time archaeologists had the opportunity to open the tomb, located in the Church of the Holy Sepulchre in Jerusalem. Imagine the excitement of witnessing the revelation of such a significant and historically important site. In this video, we will delve into the motivations behind the tomb's opening, the meticulous preparations required, and the expectations of the scientists and scholars involved. You will meet the team of archaeologists responsible for this historic mission, understand the challenges they faced, and discover the initial impressions and reactions as they unveiled one of Christianity's most sacred sites. Additionally, we will discuss the impact of this discovery in a historical and religious context and how it may influence our understanding of the figure of Jesus Christ. Prepare for a fascinating journey to the heart of archaeology and faith, filled with emotional revelations and surprising discoveries. Subscribe to the channel for more fascinating discoveries. The historical context of Jesus Christ's tomb is essential to understand the magnitude of the archaeological discovery involved in its opening. Jesus' tomb is located in the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, one of the most sacred sites in Christianity, situated in the Old City of Jerusalem. It is believed that the church was built in the 4th century AD, by order of Emperor Constantine, at the site identified by his mother, Helena, as Golgotha, the place of Jesus' crucifixion and burial. This site has since been a pilgrimage point for millions of Christians over the centuries. The history of the tomb dates back to the early years of Christianity. According to the Gospels, after the crucifixion, Jesus' body was placed in a new tomb belonging to Joseph of Arimathea. This tomb was a rock-cut cave, common for burials in 1st century Judea. Tradition holds that 3 days later, Jesus resurrected, leaving the tomb empty, an event that became the central pillar of Christian faith. Over the centuries, the site faced destructions and reconstructions, especially during Persian and Muslim invasions and the Crusades. Each historical period left its mark on the structure we know today. The archaeological importance of Jesus' tomb goes beyond faith. It offers a unique window into Jewish burial customs of the Second Temple period and Roman occupation in Palestine. Excavations and studies conducted over the decades have revealed significant details about the architecture and cultural practices of the time. However, until the recent opening of the tomb, many questions remained unanswered. The original chamber had been covered by a marble slab, possibly during the Byzantine era, to protect and preserve it. This slab prevented a direct examination of the tomb's interior for centuries. The opening of the tomb in 2016, carried out by a team of scientists and archaeologists from the National Restoration Project of the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, was a significant milestone. The main goal was to restore and preserve the aging structure of the edicule, the small shrine housing the tomb. The opening provided an unprecedented opportunity for archaeologists to directly examine the burial bed and other internal elements that had been sealed for centuries. During the process, marble fragments and organic materials were discovered, allowing for new datings and analyses, contributing to a deeper understanding of the period and the site's authenticity. Preliminary analysis results indicated that parts of the structure might date back to the 4th century, corroborating the tradition linking the tomb to the era of Constantine and Helena. Additionally, the discovery of mortar dated to the same period reinforces the site's authenticity as a continuous veneration site since antiquity. These findings not only provide archaeological evidence but also strengthen the site's historical and spiritual connection to the Christian narrative. The relevance of the Church of the Holy Sepulchre and Jesus' tomb transcends archaeology and history. This sacred site is a symbol of faith, hope, and resurrection for billions of Christians around the world. Every year, millions of pilgrims visit the church, seeking spiritual connection and renewal of faith. The tomb's opening is, therefore, not just a scientific discovery but an event of profound spiritual resonance. It revives the story of Jesus and his message, providing a tangible link between the past and present. Moreover, Jesus' tomb serves as a meeting point for interfaith dialogue. Located in Jerusalem, a city sacred to Christians, Jews, and Muslims, it symbolizes the convergence of different religious traditions. The archaeological discoveries at the tomb can promote better understanding and mutual respect among these religions by highlighting the shared importance of the city and its sacred sites. The tomb opening project was conducted in October 2016 by an international team of specialists, including archaeologists, engineers, and restorers. The decision to open the tomb was made after careful consideration, taking into account the need to preserve the site's integrity and the importance of respecting its sanctity. The team used non-invasive and advanced imaging techniques to map the tomb's internal structure before any physical intervention. This care ensured that all necessary precautions were taken to minimize any potential damage to the historical site. At the crucial moment of the opening, the archaeologists removed the marble slab sealing the tomb, a task carried out with extreme caution and reverence. Removing the slab revealed a rocky surface that, according to tradition, is the burial bed where Jesus' body was placed after the crucifixion. This moment was filled with emotion and anticipation, both for the team of scientists and the religious observers. The discovery was meticulously documented with photographic and video records to ensure that every detail was captured for later analysis. In addition to the burial bed, the team found a series of artifacts and materials that added a new layer of understanding to the tomb's historical context. Marble fragments, possibly part of the original slab covering the tomb, were recovered along with samples of mortar. The analysis of these materials allowed scientists to perform precise datings, confirming that some elements of the tomb date back to the 4th century, coinciding with the period when the Church of the Holy Sepulchre was built by order of Emperor Constantine. This confirmation strengthens the tradition that Jesus' tomb was identified and venerated since the early years of Christianity. Another significant aspect of the discovery was the identification of organic materials subjected to rigorous scientific analyses. These materials, including plant remains and textile fibers, provide a unique window into the funerary practices and environment of the time. Isotopic analysis of these materials can reveal information about the period's climatic and environmental conditions, offering a broader context for the tomb's history and the surrounding region. The discovery also had a profound impact on the religious community. Confirming the tomb's authenticity and antiquity reinforces the faith of millions of Christians worldwide, providing a tangible connection to the historical figure of Jesus. The tomb's opening received extensive media coverage, generating renewed interest and reflection on the site's importance. Pilgrims from all parts of the world continue to visit the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, now with a new understanding and reverence for Jesus' tomb. Besides the religious and historical implications, the discovery significantly impacted archaeology. It demonstrated the importance of advanced techniques and non-invasive methodologies in exploring sacred archaeological sites. Using modern technologies such as computerized tomography and three-dimensional mapping allowed scientists to obtain a detailed view of the tomb's interior without compromising its integrity. These technological advances are now considered essential for future archaeological explorations at sites of historical and religious importance. The discovery also opened doors for new research and studies. The ongoing analysis of the recovered materials and the interpretation of the collected data continue to provide valuable insights into the period when Jesus lived and the evolution of religious and funerary practices over the centuries. The restoration and preservation work of the Edicule also established new standards for conserving historical sites, balancing the need for preservation with the demand for public access and scientific study. The moment of opening Jesus' tomb in the Church of the Holy Sepulchre was an event filled with emotion, expectation, and reverence, marking the culmination of a project that brought together science, faith, and history. The preparation for this crucial moment involved years of meticulous planning, international cooperation, and the use of advanced technologies to ensure that each step was conducted with the utmost care. The team of archaeologists and scientists, led by the National Restoration Project of the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, knew they were about to unveil one of Christianity's most sacred and revered sites, a tomb that, according to tradition, housed the body of Jesus Christ after his crucifixion. On the day of the opening, the atmosphere inside the Church of the Holy Sepulchre was charged with solemnity. The team of archaeologists, composed of specialists from various disciplines, gathered around the Edicule, the small shrine that houses the tomb. Each team member was aware of the historical and spiritual responsibility they carried. Precautions to ensure the integrity of the tomb and respect for its sanctity were rigorously observed. Cutting-edge equipment, including high-resolution scanners and 3D cameras, was positioned to capture every detail of the process, ensuring precise documentation for future studies. Want to dive deeper into the topic of Jesus and the Bible? Check out our exclusive ebook in the comments. It offers detailed analysis and spiritual reflections that complement this video. Don't miss out. Download your copy now. In addition to the scientific aspects, the moment of the opening had a profound spiritual impact. The confirmation of the tomb's authenticity and antiquity reinforced the faith of millions of Christians worldwide, providing a tangible connection to the historical figure of Jesus. The extensive media coverage of the event brought renewed public interest and reflection on the site's importance. Pilgrims and visitors to the Church of the Holy Sepulchre began to view the tomb with a new understanding and reverence, knowing that secrets hidden for centuries had been unveiled. The opening of the tomb also sparked debates and discussions in the academic and religious communities. Some experts questioned the accuracy of the datings and the interpretations of the findings, while others saw the discoveries as a confirmation of Christian traditions. This dialogue is an integral part of the scientific and historical process, promoting continuous investigation and a better understanding of the past. Collaboration among scientists, historians, and theologians was essential to interpret the discoveries and contextualize them appropriately. The moment of opening Jesus' tomb is remembered as a triumph of both science and faith. It highlighted the importance of preserving and studying our cultural and spiritual heritage, showing how archaeology can offer new perspectives on deeply significant historical events. The detailed documentation and ongoing analysis of the recovered materials continue to provide valuable information, contributing to a more complete understanding of history and the evolution of religious practices. One of the most significant discoveries was the dating of the materials found inside the tomb. Marble fragments and mortar samples recovered during the opening were subjected to rigorous analyses, including radiocarbon dating and other isotopic techniques. The results indicated that some of these materials date back to the 4th century, coinciding with the period when the Church of the Holy Sepulchre was built under Emperor Constantine's order. This historical correlation is crucial as it reinforces the tradition that the tomb was identified and venerated since the early years of Christianity, providing a solid basis for the site's authenticity. In addition to the datings, the analysis of organic materials recovered from the tomb provided a unique window into the environment and funerary practices of the time. Plant remains and fabric fragments were carefully removed and analyzed in the laboratory. These materials, through isotopic analyses and ancient DNA studies, offered insights into the climatic and environmental conditions of 1st century Jerusalem. The identification of plant species and the composition of the fabrics helped contextualize the tomb within the cultural and religious practices of the period, providing a richer understanding of the historical setting. The discovery of marble fragments, possibly part of the original slab covering the tomb, was also of great importance. The mineralogical analysis of these fragments allowed scientists to determine their geological origin and the extraction and polishing methods used, shedding light on the construction and decoration techniques of the Byzantine era. These fragments not only confirm the tomb's antiquity but also illustrate the evolution of architectural and preservation practices over the centuries. Another crucial area of analysis was the study of marks and inscriptions found on the rocky surface of the burial bed. The team of archaeologists used photogrammetry and 3D mapping techniques to examine these marks in detail. Although many resulted from natural wear over the centuries, some inscriptions and symbols suggest veneration practices that may have been performed by ancient pilgrims. The interpretation of these marks continues to be a subject of academic debate, but they offer valuable clues about the evolution of religious traditions and rituals associated with the tomb. In addition to material and physical analyses, the discovery also had significant implications for Christian historiography and theology. The confirmation of the materials' dating and the tomb's authenticity provides tangible support to the gospel narratives, reinforcing the connection between the biblical account and archaeological evidence. This link is of great importance to the Christian faith as it offers a historical basis for events central to the belief in Jesus' resurrection. The intersection of science and faith evidenced by the discoveries promotes a fruitful dialogue among archaeologists, historians, and theologians, enriching the collective understanding of Christian history. The impact of the discoveries also extended to the archaeological community and the general public. Media coverage of the event brought renewed interest in the archaeological study of sacred sites, highlighting the importance of advanced research methods and international collaboration. The opening of the tomb and subsequent analyses demonstrated how science can complement and deepen the understanding of historical sites, promoting the preservation and respect of these cultural landmarks. Ultimately, the discoveries made during the opening of Jesus' tomb not only expanded our historical and archaeological knowledge, but also inspired a sense of wonder and reverence. The meticulous and interdisciplinary work of the team of scientists and archaeologists exemplifies the potential of archaeological investigation to reveal new truths about the past, connecting generations through history and faith. As analyses continue and new data emerge, the understanding of Jesus' tomb and its significance for humanity will surely deepen, contributing to the enduring legacy of one of the world's most sacred sites. The opening of Jesus' tomb in the Church of the Holy Sepulchre in Jerusalem, while celebrated by many, also generated various controversies and reactions, both in academic circles and among religious leaders and the general public. This discovery, which offered an unprecedented opportunity to study one of Christianity's most sacred sites, quickly became a field of intense debate and discussion. In the academic realm, the main controversy revolves around the authenticity and interpretation of the discoveries. While the dating of some materials from the tomb dates back to the 4th century, coinciding with the church's construction by Constantine, some critics argue that this does not definitively prove the tomb belonged to Jesus of Nazareth. They point out that the tradition may have been influenced by political and religious factors during Constantine's time, raising questions about the tomb's true identity. Other scholars, however, see the dating and archaeological evidence as an important confirmation of Christian traditions, arguing that the site's continuous veneration over the centuries reinforces its authenticity. Beyond academic controversies, there were varied reactions among religious leaders. Many Christian leaders, especially within the Orthodox and Catholic churches, celebrated the discovery as a tangible confirmation of Christian faith and history. The opening of the tomb and the subsequent discoveries were seen as strengthening the biblical narrative of Jesus' death and resurrection, offering an archaeological basis that supports religious tradition. However, some religious leaders expressed concern about the tomb's exploration, fearing that scientific investigation might disrespect the site's sanctity. There were debates about balancing archaeological research with respect for sacred sites, with some arguing that certain aspects of faith should remain beyond scientific scrutiny. Public reaction was also mixed. Many believers around the world were inspired by the tomb's opening, seeing it as an exciting confirmation of their faith. The extensive media coverage brought a sense of wonder and reverence, connecting people to a fundamental part of Christian history. Pilgrims visiting the Church of the Holy Sepulchre reported a renewed experience of devotion and spirituality, feeling closer to the historical figure of Jesus. On the other hand, there was skepticism and criticism from some public sectors, questioning the need and motivation behind the tomb's opening. Some saw the event as an attempt to gain media attention or as a commercial exploitation of a sacred site, raising concerns about the commercialization of faith. In addition to religious and public reactions, the discovery also sparked ethical and philosophical debates. The exploration of sacred sites always raises questions about preserving cultural heritage versus the pursuit of scientific knowledge. In the case of Jesus' tomb, these issues were exacerbated by the site's profound religious significance. The dilemma between archaeological investigation and respect for the tomb's sanctity reflected a broader conflict between science and religion, highlighting the need for a sensitive and balanced approach. The archaeological community, meanwhile, saw the tomb's opening as a valuable opportunity to apply advanced technologies and innovative methodologies. The use of non-invasive techniques and international cooperation was praised as a model for future explorations of sensitive archaeological sites. However, the project also faced criticism about the possible destruction or alteration of historical evidence and the pressure to produce significant results in such an emotionally charged field. Finally, the controversies and reactions to the opening of Jesus' tomb reflect the complexity of dealing with archaeological discoveries in contexts of profound religious significance. They highlight the need for a collaborative and respectful approach that considers cultural and religious sensitivities while seeking to advance scientific knowledge. The tomb's opening not only expanded our historical understanding, but also underscored the challenges and responsibilities inherent in exploring sites of spiritual importance. As analyses continue and new discoveries are made, the dialogue among archaeologists, theologians, religious leaders, and the public will be crucial to ensure that the legacy of Jesus' tomb is preserved and understood in a way that honors both science and faith. The opening of Jesus' tomb is a monumental event that unites science and faith, offering new perspectives on history and reinforcing religious traditions. It is a unique opportunity to reflect on our spiritual and cultural heritage. Share your opinions in the comments, subscribe to the channel for more fascinating discoveries, and don't forget to share this video with friends and family. Let's continue exploring these moments that connect past and present together.